Alright, what it do, fellas? We are back. And let me change this to that. Alright, there we go. And let's see. I want to see how loud this is. Okay.
Another tale to unravel. I have much to caution is often wise.
Override. Put that there. And then let's activate that. I'm gonna just place this in here. Okay.
Hello. Said hello.
What up, hello? I'm gonna try out. I'm gonna run with just the Colossal, and I'm gonna run with a 6 set of the Angments. The 2 set of the Vithus. Yep, that's what I'm gonna try. It does lower me down though. I don't like that though. I need to put some of this stuff up back in my stash.
Hello. Said you making a new PvP build.
No, just trying out some different set combinations and different like gems. Also, what happens if I lower my resonance down to like 7, 6? I'm probably a little bit closer to like what my secondaries would be for around like a high 7 to an 8.
Hello. Said I switched to DH.
For what?
Hello. Said was dying too much, wasn't he enjoying it? Hello. Said as Crusader.
Did you run with the correct build and the sets? I don't think I ever saw you actually put the full build together. I mean, you're gonna die. You're gonna die probably a lot more with that class, but I feel like you just got most of the pieces. But if you don't have the sets that are right for it, and making sure that like you have the correct at least auxiliating portions of the gems that you're gonna want to like make that thing pop, you're gonna have more issues with it than you're thinking. That's the thing, is I feel like a lot of people do is they see the build, they take the main essences for it, and they kind of just run with it, and they're like, oh, this should work. And if it doesn't, then they're like, okay, well, it doesn't work for obviously for me for that portion of it. You really got to follow a lot more of it to the T. Like, you don't have to be the highest resonance for whatever else the case, but you do need to like farm the set bonuses.
Not really, but I figured if I'm not in the front line, I might do better.
I'm just saying, it's like I'm a glass cannon. I've always played a lot of glass cannon styles. Like the Crusader, yes, I am supposed to probably be more of a tank, but yet I'm squishy. I don't have the secondaries to stay alive. But Crusader, if you build it right, hits like is one of the hardest hitting classes that it's out there. I mean, you can see right here, I'm still getting 500k like hits right there whenever they sit into this radius too long. But if you don't put it all together right, it doesn't hit hard. See right there, already went down. Almost went down right there. You're just using yourself for your bubble, but the thing is, you probably weren't seeing yourself get a lot of kills. If you don't set it up real right, you're not going to see yourself get a lot of kills. Whereas, like, I just jump in there, and then I'm just, like, using my area effect to hopefully just melt somebody down. And a lot of times you will, if you put it all together. And that's the thing, is, like, you're kind of trading blows. You're, like, going in to just get, basically, you're going in there to die. But yet, you're going to take maybe 2 to 3 with you. And then hopefully be able to, like, bubble your team and keep them pushing longer.
Hello. Said sometimes I will get 8 insta kills, but most of the time I just get stunned and insta die.
That's the thing, is I feel like if you don't have the right build on for it, it's not going to happen though. Like, what were your sets? I mean, if you were showing me the sets that you were wearing the other night, you probably were going to have more issues with that. The PvP in this game, I'll be honest, is like, you can master it for your bracket and where you're currently sitting at in your PvP portion and for the players that you normally fight around. It literally, I mean, you will can get yourself up to like real high brackets where you're going to need to change kind of how you play a little bit for it. But overall, if you do follow the builds and stuff to the T, they will work for you. But you can try out Demon Hunter. I mean, granted, I always say play what you enjoy. I think that you may have just gotten, you haven't gotten actually a full good taste of it yet. Now, I will say, if you want to play a hybrid mix between the two, that's a lot maybe better of a class. I'm guessing not to say like better of a class, but it's performing better at the current moment. Try the Tempest. Got a lot of shields, a lot of mobility, a lot of firepower. But I will say also, hello, working on your reforges is something you can do for free. It's just going to take a while to it. But getting your reforges for a correct PvP build for it is really, really helpful. And I mean, you can get those all the time technically for free, so. Let's see, Colossal. That was alright. I'm going to try it back with the 2 set Barons. And that'll put me back to 8-3, yeah. Try our secondaries on that.
Hello. Said I tried to, but I have like reforged stones left.
Okay, well, like, are you... Now, this is the other problem I will say that I see a lot of other people do. Are you at least... Like, if I were you, I would first go through, find the reforges on your pieces of gear. They're the most useless. And then, if they roll to something that maybe not be exactly what you want, but if it's better than what it was before, I mean, it's better. So, leave it as that. Then move to the next piece. Like, move around on your reforges. Don't just perfectly try to roll out what you want on the same piece first. Like, when you were going for it here... Now I've got all mine set up, so like if I did a loadout 3, what's this cost me? Okay, so I can get a 3rd loadout. Perfect. Alright. So, on this 3rd loadout or whatever, if I clicked Reforge, and I wanted...
Said hi.
Hello, Sarah. Just don't waste your rolls on it. I mean, you can also get them with hilts. I want enchant, actually. Not enchant, I wanted curse purifying. I have a 6, I have a 5 torture too. I can see that being a problem. Ghosted. I'm gonna put the ghosted back on.
Sabra. Said I'm stoked, man. Got my phone up and running, about to do vault. It's been over a month.
You must be on the West Coast, aren't you?
Sabra. Said yes, I am.
I was like, vault. I was like, it's pretty late for vault. I was like, oh, it must be on the West right now.
Sabra. Said thinking about transferring though to East at some point. I like the timing better.
What class is it that you play again? I'll be honest, I have a super terrible short-term memory on certain things. Like, I remember certain, like, people's names in here, but like, if I don't associate it to the same character or I see the character to it, I can't, like, put a character to a name as well. I know we may have talked about it before. What this ghosted thing does that I'm changing here for, this is going to give me maybe a little bit more survivability every 20 or 30 seconds. Let me see exactly when it is whenever I get it. This will be the last piece, and I have a 6 set of it. I just changed it off from the torture, which the torture works really well.
Sabra. Said I'm a necro, but I have an alt wizard on Silver Spire that S East server.
Oh, okay. Create an illusion with 40% of your life. Use a buff skill. The illusion will take a portion of your incoming damage in the last 6 seconds. Additionally, your movement and attack speed are increased by 16 seconds when you're near the illusion. You can knock back more than 30 seconds, yeah. I'm gonna put my red ones back up a little bit more. Back to 8-4. But hello, I do hope that that's how you're going about your reforges. We've been getting bags for a while, bro.
Hello. Said we'll see if I don't like it I can just transfer back TMRW or whenever I want.
What are you talking about? Hello? You talking about Reforged Stone still? Hello?
Hey, babe, your mom is headed home with the baby. I mean, with Brian.
Right.
Do you want any barbecue?
I'm okay, baby.
Okay, alright, love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Sorry, guys, that scared me too.
Hello. Said my class.
I guess for PvP wise, I mean, there are still players that do it and they have some success with it. I would say it's, in my opinion, more of a rough spot for the class overall. It's not extremely user friendly. Maybe some of the more adventurous or experienced on the class probably still master it pretty well, but it is a more difficult class to perform well with. Whereas, I mean, like, you could run a Tempest that's going to do really good damage. A Necromancer if you want to try to, like, survive forever and just deal consistent damage. Or even play tank style. Barb if you want to do good consistent damage and be extremely tanky and be able to sit on an idol. Satyr if you want to be able to support the team and deal crazy amounts of damage. Your Monk, I haven't fully kind of like put a finger down exactly what they do. They kind of don't get hit, and they're kind of a backline-ish killer. I mean, they're not as quick as it is the Tempest is, but yet they're kind of like, they're good about like 1v1 fights in a sense. I haven't fully, I guess, figured out them yet. I see a couple of them out there that are pretty strong. Your Blood Knights, they could play on the idol or around it. Mostly kind of around, but not like wants to probably push it. But it's still extremely strong right now. The only bad part about the Demon Hunter is that they do not have... Okay, for them to have survivability, they need to take away basically 3 essences that they could probably be using for power, like every other class does, to just basically have a consistent escape and shield, which is technically actually the skill of escape. But it takes 3 essences roughly to make that valuable.
Hello. Said I think I want to play Tempest.
Mm-hmm. Again, you are more than welcome to play any class that you desire.
Said the thing is I don't have any essences for it.
Exactly. I mean, like, you can play whatever class you want. You just got to put a little bit of some time and effort into some farming. Like right now, what is your character currently doing while you're talking to me on the stream? Do you at least have it like in an open world farm, just like sitting there, like at least spam attacking? I appreciate you being like one that talks like a lot more in the conversation, so don't get me wrong about that. I'm just more of like, are you at least utilizing your time, even not? Oh my god.
Urtox. Sets up Kroger.
Oh, what up here?
Hello. Said BGS.
BGs? Okay. What kind of build are you rocking?
Said that saber work can't be easy.
What is what are you running with your build? Did you try the one from the showcase?
Urtox. Said what I remembered they were the support tanks.
Yeah. We don't run as much. I mean, like, we got Bubble now that's like pretty much our survivability, but I'll be honest, we've kind of gone to more of a damage dealer than a... I mean, like, we have Bubble for you, but we aren't going to be able to sit on that idle with you that long. Whereas I used to kind of run some, like, damage reduction shields as well. Not so much. Because now that they've given the Satyr so much extra power... Oh. I guess I can take a look here in just a second. Hello?
Urtox. Said love yeah, but I just got busy from my aunt.
There, you ready?
Urtox. Said cat's eye later.
There, buddy. I thought I got that on me. No, I didn't. Damn it.
Executioner. Said Ola.
How you been, brother? I see you've been playing Assassin's Creed.
Executioner. Said yeah, I bought them all.
Did you, have you bought Claire Expedition yet? Honestly, like, I know that you may not think that that one's going to be a thing for you, but it is so good. I'm not gonna lie, like, I teared up in it. Like, it was like, I don't care. You've seen me play other, like, co-op game or story games. I normally do not care at all about the story, but, like, that thing was good. Like, it's one of those, like,
Executioner. Said were you streaming it?
no. I played it even after. I was like, I don't ever play a game after everything portion of it. But like, I was working on a video, and then if I couldn't sleep or whatever, I'd play and mess around on it. Like, I sent you a few clips of it. Like, I know I didn't. I tried to, like, I moved to it once or twice. I'll be honest, the people are not as fan for me to play something that's not immortal at the current moment, but it's one that, like, I want. Like, it almost like should be something like, if you don't want to, like, go invest into it, I should get it for you at least for your birthday. Like, it's one that, like, you should experience. Like, it was worth it. I did not think I was gonna like it, and I loved it. Like, if
Said I'll download it.
If like Grand Theft Auto doesn't come out in this, like, 2025, and we don't wait till like 2026, like they say, Claire's gonna win Game of the Year easily. Like, as much as you enjoy, like, some of the stories for it, of, like, you actually will watch all the games that we play. You'll watch all of it, right? Like, and you know how I kind of get just a little bit bored or whatever about it? Like, it is. So, like, at the very beginning, a little slow. Like, if you want to really run around, you can get all the secret stuff at the very, very, very beginning before it. Soon as you hit the docks, dude. Just soon as you get to the docks. Everything, it picks, builds, and you just go on this massive, wonderful fucking roller coaster through this world. Again, I don't even know how to, like, explain it. Like, you get actually even, like...
Executioner. Said good story, though.
Like, probably one of the best story games I played.
Said okay, my parents making me stop playing for the night.
Hello? Get your schoolwork done. You'll be done Thursday. Later, brother.
Hello. Said I will just be watching you.
Oh, you're gonna be watching. Don't get yourself in trouble. But I mean, Max, yeah, it is. It's amazing. Like, you've seen me, like, I didn't even, like, I mean, I enjoyed playing Red Dead, but, like, the story was good there for me, right? Ish. But, like, you could kind of tell, like, I maybe wasn't fully, like, at it. And again, I don't like to play games if I'm not streaming it. So that's, like, just something I just never do. But this one was worth it to me to do it. To, like, we'll play it after. Like, I wanted to, and I wanted to see, like, what happened. And, like, for also the production team, so it's like, I guess it was some guys that...
Hello. Said I'm done next Thursday, not this one.
Oh, next Thursday, I got you. I guess, like, some of the main guys that developed the game, they they had like been hired on to like an Activision or whatever, like one of the big companies, right? I guess it takes lots of years, and you got to really build yourself up in the designer gaming community to work for one of those companies. Well, when he got there, he just got like so tired of putting in these like cookie cutter every year same type of game, never really like branching out for it. And so there's some story of like he like left and developed his own company, and there was like only like 10 of these guys. Like the music for this thing is so well done. And he found a guy that like was making like SoundCloud music for games or whatever, and saw how passionate he was about for it, hired him on. And there's like it's like 10 guys that basically made this game. And I mean, you could tell that they just poured everything into it, and it's nothing like I've played before. It's kind of like when I first played Elden Ring, it's still like a style of you can kind of tell there's something bad, like you got to save the whatever, you kind of get on your mission for it. Like, you already realize like the problem that's been happening in this game for a while, but you have no idea the back half story of it. It's so different and so unique, that, and the way that they master it is something that I told Toasted about it, and he's like, yeah, I'll check it out or whatever. And all I've seen him do in the last 3 nights is playing it. Couldn't even get it off. Oh. But the story is 10 out of 10.
Hello. Said, how long have you been Crusader for?
About the time that you watched me stream, maybe? Well, I guess, I mean, I don't know. Because I don't know how long it's been since you've been watching for it, but I guess you've been talking. So, like, not that long. I don't think I've actually been back to this game maybe a full month yet. I literally just decided to play Crusader because I had high potency. Like, I could make myself have high potency as one stat that I did have higher than my other ones. Oh, you dirty dog.
Hello. Said, what class were you before you left? Hello. Said, I can't remember.
I was a bit of Tempest or a Necro. It's a little ridiculous right there.
Said, do you have most of the essences for all classes?
Yeah. This is Crusader was the last class that I needed mastery on. Dude, I'm doing terrible tonight.
Hello. Said, okay, now my parents making me get off.
Exactly. You don't get yourself in trouble. Don't be. I don't want to be the cause of like why you in trouble.
Hello. Said, see you next stream probably.
Later, brother. Some don't feel right. Am I missing something? Okay, nothing else is accelerated over here. I'm gonna change this back. Obviously, Ghosted wasn't doing me enough. Because I think it's because I'm having to use this judgment to get myself to the destination, so the Ghosted is actually not staying. I'm not staying close enough to it. What if I did maybe a I could do maybe a 4 nettled, the 4 lashed, or not, oh shit, I should have kept it right there. There was a tortured. I might try the abomination one. You need at least a 4 of the tortured to actually make it useful, because it gives you the, like, that's the only time it gives you the stun or the immobilize. Can I get it, please? Thank you.
You do the fighting, I'll do the forging.
Let us forge.
Okay. There's a little double tap.
I have much. I'm gonna break this one. Everything's selling right now. Okay, let's see. Let's do these familiars. I haven't done these in a while.
Sabra. Said LOL, apparently trying to charge my phone, play Diablo and watch Twitch overheated it, oops.
Ooh. Do you have all of your like in-game stuff like cranked up real high?
Sabra. Said oh, I should check, didn't he think about that?
I mean, it definitely doesn't look as nice as it could be, but it definitely, like, I feel like some of the, like, when I'm playing on my phone, I will, like, if I'm having to play Battlegrounds, I do not like to play Battlegrounds on my phone. If I have to, then I will turn some of the quality of it down, only just for, I feel like I don't lag as bad, too, with the animations that are all happening at once. I get stuck back in there. Bruto, what are you doing, you silly goose? That's fucking spicy, Brutal. We don't need that kind of shit. Oh, damn. Don't do it, Brutal. I'm just a baby. We already missing team number 2. Nice. Holy shit. I'm gonna do it. Good. Couldn't get me. I gotta go pee. That is terrible. I gotta get my head together. Oh. Am I missing some of them? Let me go pee.
Hopper. Said Washix here, how is the BGS going?
Whew, that last match was rough. Hopefully we can get it fixed up though. Let's see. I do think that I am happiest with maybe running the tortured. That's probably what's helping me keep a lot of these enemies stuck inside like my condemn area. Come on, go back. Like, I don't know why they don't just give you like 3 options whenever it rolls. These are a little redundant. Please hurry up.
Hopper. Said torture lashed FTW.
See, I like the tortured. The lashed, I don't feel like I get as many of my primary attacks off as I would like to like make maybe a full use of that. So I'm running with I'm gonna run a 6, I'm gonna go back to a 6 tortured with a 2 nettled. So that way at least I'm getting like just the shield from taking damage. And then I'm getting, so I have fallen sword right now that's causing my dash. And I'm getting that about every 8 seconds. So within every, I think I get, with a 6 set, I think I get it every 20, I believe. Let me check. So every
Hopper.
4th.
Said nettled maybe.
Yeah, so I got a 2 nettled.
Said haha yet.
I could see it lash. Now, especially like if you're playing like a Tempest or, I guess I don't maybe see Demon Hunter as much utilizing it just because you got to get pretty close with it. I could see a Monk-ish or a Barb really using it. Don't get me wrong, I'm going in there and I'm swinging the sword-ish, but like I get having absolutely 0 resistance and very little armor. I'm going to get CC'd up pretty quickly, and so most of my damage really is kind of just coming off of my radius.
Said I'm Tempest so.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. What build are you rocking with it? I guess I also haven't, it's not too old enough yet that I probably should still link this.
Hopper. Said new breaker pants with vortex chest.
Okay. Have you checked out the new showcase?
Hopper. Said makes me like a glitchy Tempest monk, haha. Krog live. Said https YouTube bivway op wbqsi zoe brep zwmzetj so all class PvP showcase.
Have you checked out the new video? See if your build's any different than the showcase of the Tempest on there. I asked some of the previous showcase guys if they had any different builds. Some didn't respond. Some were like, yeah, I'm running the exact same thing that they are.
Hopper. Said I'll give it a watch for sure.
But granted, also you can just, and that's one thing I did make about the video, you can go right back, or just like whenever you go into it, I set it in chapters, so you can just go and watch the class that you want. I need to put us a link in here to it.
Krog live. Said new PvP all class showcase https YouTube bivway op wbqsi zoe brep zwmzetj so. Hopper. Said gotta love that highlight sections feature.
Well, it's something that, again, the only reason I'm making these showcases is really not to really just promote these other players that I put into it. It's that I'm able to show top players and their builds for like different classes. So people want to like try other classes, or they just want something that's a quick cookie cutter, like everything you need to know roughly. Like if you follow at least these few specific criterias of like essences, a stat priority, secondary or set bonuses, and your Paragon tree, the class is going to work for you in a sense. I mean, I'm not saying that you got to have the highest of the resonance or highest of the secondaries of these ones. Just organize what secondaries you have accordingly to the best of your ability to their stat priority. And the class works really well with it. My goal is to like allow anybody that wants to try to PvP some options and some variety to it.
Hopper. Said I'm Reso FP and hold my own against K residential folks, haha.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying is like, but the builds work perfect for low and high res, but a lot of people are like, oh, I'm not high enough res to work that build, or so. A lot of that build is based around like still making sure, and like I'll go back and look, and they'll not be running the same sets that they're running, or they'll not be running the same stat priority by any means. I feel like a lot of it, like you do got to go by, you got to really kind of enforce and stack what is working in a sense. Now you can of course have your own build and own style for it, completely true. But for someone that's just wanting to try out a different class and is like, am I going to enjoy this? Am I going to be able to be successful with this? Try it, but then try it the way that is working currently.
Said I went against you in Alley of Blood a lot. Character name Washix Clan Toxic.
Okay. Heck yeah. I'm not gonna like be like, oh, they just recognize me randomly for it. I know why you recognize me. It's because I post my annoying link, but it's kind of my thing, and obviously it works. Don't do it, Brittle. Don't do it. Don't do it. Asshole. No.
Hopper. Said haha, I'm on mesh if I know you from Battleground and PvP events like Conk and Alley of Blood.
I do love the free to play or the free to play PvP event ones. I do enjoy them a lot. I feel like a lot of the higher res guys don't always play those events, and that I'm like, I don't know. I feel like you should be able to play those events and any other the ones for it. I mean, it's just like it is like you now have twice the amount of people that can deal crazy amounts of damage to you, and you can get beat by somebody that you normally probably just pick on ever in a single day. But I love the style of it. It makes you actually have to play. And it also puts like a whole new like style to a build and that kind of stuff. Like I run a completely different build for Wild Brawl, Alley of Blood as I do for
Hopper.
the other ones.
Said they don't because it shows true skill instead of their wallets.
Exactly. But I love them. I love them. Now, I will say there's a few things about Wild Brawl.
Said Trials of Horde is the best.
I do, honestly, I don't mind Trials except for the way that they've kind of done it now about getting like bot matches to kind of just like get you through to an area. Like I don't like it that like you can't play somebody. So say that Gad and I were both queuing up at one night, and if I didn't have the rank to be anywhere near his, I was not like we could queue this sitting there for hours, and it would take every time 5 minutes, and after 5 minutes would pass, then like it would just give me a bot match. And
Hopper. Said I refuse Wild Brawl LMAO.
why? I guess there is some things that if I was personally developing the game, there are some things I would definitely change about Wild Brawl to make it a little more fun. If you like for shrines, either have invisibility or just speed shrines, nothing else. We don't need the protection. We don't need the other portions of it. I mean, now again, and the problem with that is a lot of these other teams that, what we also found now recently too, that if you don't put in secondary
My team brain dead, whole team just goes one side.
yeah, okay, it's fine, Brittle. You know what? I deserve this. I deserve this after the last like 2 or 3 matches that I've been just Resurgent pinned me up with like a group. Literally, we couldn't leave the spawn, and then the last match after that, then we had you all just holding us down.
It just feels clunky and shrine camping ruins it.
It does. And the thing is, but if you don't shrine camp, you're going to lose. And I'm a shrine camping horde. Like, somebody come get me. I'm holding down this shrine. Like, that is because it works and wins. I'm going to play whatever I can do to win the match. Like, the same thing as, like, in Alley of Blood. A lot of guys will just go straight for trying to kill the other team. It's really not about killing the other team at all. It's about, can I kill their tower or their heart? And I build around helping my team be able to, like, get there and utilize the most damage that we can. Like, I used to borrow time the
Said face green smiling.
I literally would like borrow time the golem that I would throw out and let it come back alive, give it all the buffs I could of like bubble and anything else. Like, I care to win, and that's how you play the objective for it, which it also like is how you play Now Shadow Wars and a lot of these other events. Oh, come on. But if I was personally making it, I would make the shrines like one. Yes, you could say just do away with the shrines. I'm literally thinking of like on a developer standpoint, the cheapest, easiest alternate option. Honestly, like deleting them all out and still making the game work, because then they're gonna have to graph over like some of that map that I'm assuming that they've probably placed for like beacons of things. Literally just save them all that effort and just go straight for make them invisibility or speed shrines. Just make them that way. And that way it's actually more of a team-based fight. It's also the other thing is there is some parts of that game mode that I don't like. And I'm realizing now that if you run without putting gems in these bottom slots, or even gems inside those gems, those bottom slots, you are actually starting out those matchmaking weaker. You technically gain more life and damage having gems there inside those slots. Now, I'm assuming that if you have a 5-star gem, you have more slots around in there, then you're going to come out of there with more health and life. I do not like that aspect of it too. That is now, like, because we've been experimenting with it. I don't like that portion of it. I want these game modes to be more evenly based. Like, but again, you can still like completely over triumph someone that is having all the gems in there for it, as long as your team comp is working really well together. It's just, I am one that I would like to see this game have good longevity and things that I know that a lot of players still find really enjoyable about this game. I mean, granted, you got to give it some credit. It is a mobile game. It is probably one of the best online MOBAs for a mobile game. Like overall, like it. I guess maybe I didn't say MOBA right. It's more like for an RPG. It's really not even an RPG too much, right? I guess it is. Overall, it's the way that you're able to play all this with PvP, with all of the open world stuff you can do. I mean, it's very impressive for that.
Said how much are they paying you?
How much are they paying me? I wish they'd pay me. I pay them apparently. I just still keep paying them. But Mex is also one that used to play a lot of these free-to-play events, that kind of stuff with me. And these are things that I think that both of us would agree that would like make it a little better for the game mode if we didn't have all this other, like if we didn't have those frenzy shrines, all the protection shrines. I mean, granted, they also can overturn the tide. If like, say that there's a team that is just running just perfect group composition and great builds, and they're just thrashing you guys around. If your team's able to like, you know, ride the shrine, you're probably going to be able to get it, the tides turned back on them. I mean, it just brings a whole, I guess, whole other aspect to it. It brings some reservedness to it, and then it also, I love the fact of like whenever you first start that in game mode, everybody is like, whenever they first come out of the gate, you all are pretty much on an even playing field. Like it takes a lot of time to really try to just 1v1 somebody down. Of course, the bots are going to go down to it, but if somebody's actually fighting, kiting, and using their skills correctly, trying to 1v1 is slower. Now, if you have a group with you there together, you're going to notice that team's going to melt. Don't do it, brutal. You asshole. Go away.
Executioner. Said gets the adrenaline pumping.
Gets the people going. How did I survive that? What? Look at that. I'm playing against the current showcase barbarian while I'm talking to the previous showcase barbarian. For everybody that didn't know, Mex was on our very first showcase. Did you like how I did the second one, Mex, or do you think it was better? Don't do it, don't do it! Damn it, you're a bastard, Bullard. Or Brutal. No, this is Brutal, actually. This isn't Bullard. Sorry. I keep these two confused a lot, but... No, Bullard, I was playing against him last match. That's what it was.
Said the intro had my laughing for a solid mince.
I was hoping you would, I figured you'd catch on to that one.
Larsenal. Said I just installed the game Haven T, played in years. I'm ALSOA Crusader, been playing all day, been pretty fun.
Heck yeah, dude. Well, welcome to the game. Welcome to Diablo for it. It definitely has a lot of pay-to-win aspect to it, but you don't have to pay to win for it. You can definitely play this game completely free. But if you're going to play it free, you definitely want to try to min-max everything you can with it, and which we are here to help with. I wish Max would just come back and play like Wild Brawl and stuff with me. That's what I miss. God. Because now Max, like, I'll be honest, like, you know how, like, Max is always, like, my, like, second in command whenever it came to, like, when I was going to play Wild Brawl or any of these game modes, I was asking, like, Max, like, come be my right hand with it. And I don't have him anymore, so it's been tough. But I will say, Norman's been my new right hand for it. But if I get my old right and left now with it, me, you, and Norm, but then now we've got bigger competition now in the evenings for it too. Miss Lady Dior, tip my cap to her. Her team is stacked. Like they're mean. And it takes everything we got to come together and make sure that we can win that match sometimes, because they will. Man, we let our guard down for like 1 second. They got us. But it's been a lot of fun having like a good rival team that's always out there, or that you know you're not just going to have just constantly just bot portion matches. You're getting good, some real solid fights. Now I feel like a lot of the other people that are just solo queuing are probably a little bit like, okay, screw you all, I'm tired of this crap. But we also play with anybody that wants to come and play. I had somebody the other day ask me, like, well, you just only play with the same people or what? And I was like, no, I'll play with anybody. And they're like, well, invite me next time. I was like, join the live. Like, that is definitely, anybody ever asked through the live for it, we're putting them in. And then once I tell them that, it's like a 30% chance that they actually do show up to the live and ask. Well, alright, Bertle, I'm coming back for this one now.
It's brutal. Said come get me big boy. Larsenal. Said yes.
Okay, well that 10K just didn't want me to join their team to be able to help bubble them, so whatever.
Said does JT still play Jada Sal businesses or whatever, lol.
I don't think he does. I don't know if he sold the account or if he still got it or not. Come on, get out of there. Oh, I couldn't get out. Oh.
Larsenal. Said would buying someone's account be better than investing your own into a charter LOL?
By all means. 3,000 times cheaper. Like, I know that's like terrible for me to actually say that because it's like, I guess, you know, not terms and policies for it, but yeah, like all means, all F means. Because you don't like the account that like for mine, what I put into it, I would never sell mine, but like what I could get out of it, not even a quarter of what you'd probably put into it. I mean, granted, it is a lot better now, but yeah, if you were looking for something higher, like and again, I'm talking, you're looking at maybe like a couple thousand for probably what somebody's put in 10s plus thousand. And again, these are older accounts probably in a sense too. I mean, they might, oh yeah, they're going to be a little bit older in the case of it. They're not going to be, I mean, the thing is, they have changed it a lot where you can farm a lot more. I mean, like free to play 3K, easily, very possible, very, I mean, it's going to take you a little while to get there. I mean, talking it's going to be like maybe a year plus. But again, also, you don't have to worry also about resonance for things. Like, there's... If you want to get to the very top of Battlegrounds, sure, I guess. That's... But then also, if you want to just make it to, in Legends League, be very noticeable, very known, and be like a impactful player in the Battlegrounds, you could be whatever resonance you want to be, as long as you're helping play the objective, either helping by CC or whatever else for it. So I'm never condoning anybody to spend in this game. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying to. I personally have. I've spent in a lot of games though, so it's not like it's my first rodeo here.
Said appreciated. This all helps me for sure.
Dude, I'm getting thrashed. I feel like none of my dots are hitting hard at all tonight.
Executioner. Said that was a quick one.
Oh no, dude. No, we're just getting like the matchmaking right now has been rough tonight. Alright, I'm gonna take out my auxiliary gem of this one and actually take this one out. I'm gonna replace it with my auxiliary one, the colossal. Alright,
Larsenal. Said what's the highest residential character you've ever seen?
13. That's cap. Like, not meaning that the new terminology of cap, but like, that's the max that you can be.
Callie Sledge. Said hi Krog.
What up, Kelly? I mean, I've seen a fully like decked out character, like completely maxed out. I think Dark Lily's one of them too.
Larsenal. Said doesn't he that take like close to 1 million to get to haha that's what I sort of remember when playing years ago.
Maybe close to a quarter. But you can buy like, I mean, like there's other websites and other stuff I've seen out there for it. Like, you can get 5-6K runs for a couple $1,000s.
Callie Sledge. Said you brawlin'. Callie Sledge. Said oh no BG.
I'm gonna BG until they till I can't BG again or any later. This neck right here is mean. That autumn. Let's go, Brutal. But Brutal and Bulwark play a lot like each other.
Said gonna BG till I can't no more in the tune of Old Town Road haha sorry I'm a dork sometimes.
I'm gonna BG till I can't no more. I'm gonna throw my face at the wall some more.
Sabra. Said haha.
Dude, thank you, Monk. You saved my life. I'm literally staying in this corner on purpose just because my radius is actually hurting them and I'm not able to take damage yet from them. Oh, I couldn't get it. Actually, Crusader is actually real mean too. Alright, Brutal, I do have bubble. I'm just gonna try to like, if you want to like aggressive at them early and then run back, you can.
The long-awaited return of Lemon. Said your Thunder are one win away from the finals. Larsenal. Said are you ethnic or DPS?
Did that not get you? Am I a tanker or DPS? I'm more of a DPS, really. Oh, couldn't get it off. Or I have literally like no armor. I have really high potency. Well, not really high for what the bigger dog got, but I've got higher potency. Oh, we're getting slashed.
The long-awaited return of Lemon. Said you hear me, boy.
Yeah, I know. They won tonight. I saw that. Damn. But I'm not hitting anybody right now hard enough.
The long-awaited return of Lemon. Said you saw the game.
Yeah, I did. That one I did. Left side seems the only way we can keep moving though, Bolt or Bertle.
It's brutal. Said this rough.
Yeah, it is. This is how my matches have gone all night. It's been rough. Damn. I can't even get mine off. Can't even get the bubble off. I just had one of them nights.
The long-awaited return of Lemon. Said are you going to the finals if they make it?
Maybe it's possible we may go to one of the games.
The long-awaited return of Lemon. Said what's the probability?
I don't know. What's it matter to you? Like a 50% maybe? It's really just if like my family wants to get tickets or not. I mean, granted, the times that we used to go to all the finals, it was mostly like my dad was alive at that point for it. I mean, we've gone to like We went to a few of the finals games last year. Not like yeah, when they were there in the playoffs, but it was like one of my mom's friends like birthday or something or whatever, and she got them tickets.
The long-awaited return of Lemon. Said go live.
I don't think I'm allowed to. I think you're not like any form of broadcasting that's not a part of the NBA, yada yada yada. Like, I think they get you on, or they get on to you for that.
The long-awaited return of Lemon. Said just say you're recording for a vlog.
I think that it's too like 2025, it's pretty, streaming people are pretty common now. I feel like they've probably already experienced that. I mean, why would it, I mean, I can send, I'd like, if you actually go back and look at my like Twitch's previous like old stories and stuff, I do have actually like pictures of us pretty close on the front down there for some of the finals.
It's brutal. Said Kira was playing Kate with stars rip lol. The long-awaited return of Lemon. Said well record clips and post them on Discord. Larsenal. Said what game are you talking about?
We're talking about the NBA finals right now.
Said finals or whatever.
Yeah, the NBA finals. I'm from Oklahoma, so that's where I'm a Thunder fan.
Larsenal. Said goth C.
Because like, we used to go to the games a lot whenever like KD, Harden, and Westbrook were all here.
Larsenal. Said nice.
And we went to one of them last year for it, but now like, so Lemon, granted also for one, he is also my troll of my chat. It's not like we haven't gotten rid of him, yada yada, for it, but he does come back in, and as long as he's peaceful, I don't bother with the account that he's currently made. He's a big basketball fan. Always likes to talk about like what's going on in the Thunder or whatever currently in basketball for it. And so the fact that the Thunder is now doing really well, that's one of his main topics right now.
Larsenal. Said I think I have Paragon points to choose for Crusader, what should I do lol.
Wait, are you playing Crusader? You said you have.
Said yet.
Okay. You have Paragon points. I mean, of course, always just.
Awaited return of Lemon. Said Larson, you know Krog once got kicked out of an NBA game when he was younger for flipping off a player.
Larson, this is when this is where I previously told you that he's my troll, because everything comes out of his mouth. 80% of it is just horse poo. But so I guess regarding your Paragon, I mean, Paragon, you want to always just like, of course, fill out as much as you can. Now, when it comes to like your, I thought you were thinking first of like your loyalty points or whatever. Because there are definitely some really good essences that you need to have to make the Satyr work real well. And then, of course, you're going to want the sets, and then do whatever you can to, depending on the build you're playing. If you're running the similar style of like what I'm rocking, and you're looking to, oh, you're going to want a lot of potency with this build. Ooh, I barely got that off. I'm gonna die here after this though.
Larsenal. Said which classes are op in PvP ATM. I remember Demon Hunter and Monk used to be really good at launch.
If you play the right build with it, the Satyr's amazing. Barb, Tempest, Necro's really good right now. Blood Knights have actually a pretty good solid build. Like I said, the Crusaders are right now, the build that we're rocking, we're not super survivable, but we can hit like an absolute truck. And we do so much like area damage to the enemy. So like anybody that touches this like ring around me, they're just gonna get fried. He's in immunity right now. Wait till he gets done.
Turn of Lemon. Said Larson, come to YouTube. It's a lot better. Twitch is owned by liberals. Krog and I both hate them.
I've never said anything poorly about Twitch though for it. They do send me a check. I'm not going to bite the hand that feeds, of course, but it's also not my main job by no means, but I'm not going to badmouth any of the companies that I am currently streaming on. I think that Twitch is less delayed with the stream than YouTube is. I will say that, but I don't think you have ads over on the YouTube. Which I tried to categorize all the ads to like every hour or so. It's like a couple minutes of them, and then it just doesn't give you to them. It shouldn't give it to you for them for another hour or more. I had it doing like 30-second ones or so. You have to have commercials on YouTube, or on Twitch. That is unfortunately a thing. That's how they get paid too. But I don't know. You all tell me whichever one you prefer. If you want them more frequently but just shorter, or if you'd rather just knock them all out at once for the hour or so, and then be able to watch, and then another hour will come in.
executioner. Said give it all to me at once.
Come on, survive.
Larsenal. Said do you do any of the like Shadows vs Immortal shit or just PvP?
Yeah, I gotta do all my crap. I mean, I've been really bad about this cycle doing like vaults, but I mean, I get all my dailies and everything done. Varian them wouldn't be happy with me if I didn't. I will say most of my content that I stream is mostly like PvE, because every time I start doing like, or PvP, most of like when I start doing PvP stuff later in the evenings or whatever, when there's no Wild Brawl or Alley or anything that's out, everybody don't really want to watch that, but there's sometimes I'll show it. But since you're just coming back to the game, have you seen the in-game like method now, like how people are farming overnight?
Said Larson, you know Krog has a skincare routine and he calls himself a man.
I washed my face, yeah. Lemon's pretty upset about that.
Larsenal. Said I haven't.
Yeah. He asked me what I did and I said, my wife has this face wash that I use and then I put some moisturizer on later. That's about it. He's pretty upset about that one for it. It's okay. I told him, I said he should wash his face and his ass a little bit more, but to each their own. But you should definitely get a part of the old overnight lazy overworld farm. Like, it's too easy to not get yourself caught back up and you don't have to like actually be active there doing anything. It's a part of the game now for it. It's just super common. I mean, if you want to get caught back up, look for an LF OWF message in chat and join up in the party. All you gotta do is, if you're on a mobile device, make sure that go to like settings, go to like interface, make sure that your primary attack lock is on, and then use 2 fingers, double tap your primary attack weapon or your primary attack slot, or yeah, basically your primary attack twice, double tap 2 times. And your character will start automatically swinging. Now you are going to want to like set your character up with like the correct setup to be able to like sit there and not die throughout the night for it. But you can catch yourself up on Paragon easy for it. It's a part of the game now.
Larsenal. Said gotcha.
I honestly, I feel like I hate actually advertising for like open world farming like that way. I get it. It's lazy. It's people have like, they don't like to do it. And some people will just all go ahead and work around and grind for it. But I'm not gonna like sit here and tell you all go out and just grind it really, really hard and figure everything out. And me not tell you all what 90% of the player base is doing for, like right there it says world. Here, I'll show you all the chat right now. World chat, or overnight +1, like they're just gonna, I don't know why he said WC, but I'll leave my character almost every night. I'll try to find a group of 4 and just let him run. You're gonna get your runes, you're gonna get familiar contracts, you're gonna get stuff to even actually be able to sell if you're playing a full free-to-play account just by overnight farming.
Larsenal. Said so I'm currently in hell but want to go to hell. It says I have to defeat Fangmouth Warm Feaster.
Okay, so all you got to do is go to your raid bosses, and you need to be. And I'll be honest, if I were you and you're just coming back, if you want to utilize like your raid bosses to their maximum potential, and like again, this is only going to be efficient for you whenever we're actually probably going into 900 Paragon, which even if you're just coming back and wanting to play, that's only like a couple months from now. I could see that you'll probably still be wanting to be actively playing by that portion of it. So I can give you some advice to like get yourself a step up whenever you are going into these next hell levels. Don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me. Oh, I'm gonna have to do this. It's gonna be the fastest way to get back my health. Now that I don't have the colossal engine on me anymore. But what I'm talking about is for you, do not, so like what it needs you to do to be able to go to the next hell difficulty, you just go to the raid bosses and then click the very bottom. Click the very bottom boss and then just defeat him. Save those other 4 bosses, because any of the bosses that you have a first time kill reward on, you are able to you're able to get like first time experience gains. And so when everybody, like if you actually learn how to like I guess open world farm correctly and then get yourself just currently like you're going to get caught up with Paragon, you're going to get above Paragon very fast to where like you're only going to get 5 to even 2% experience gains for anything you do because you're so far above Paragon. And
Said, can I solo the boss or should I group up? LOL.
Solo it. Just do it solo. Just make sure you're always wearing your highest combat rating. And as long as you have the highest combat rating enough to beat that last boss, just beat that last boss. Save the 4 other bosses that are right before it. And save those for the first time rewards whenever we're getting ready to go into 900. Because whenever, say that like we're all at like 885. If you have first time rewards for all of those other bosses, you basically, even if you're only going to gain 2 experience gains from like what it tells you your Paragon's going to give you.
Said, hey, big head.
Why am I calling big head, man? But, say that you're only going to get 2% experience gains for that portion of it. Well, those first time rewards are set in stone. They're going to give you like what that experience says. And so you're basically could go back, and so let's say that everybody, like the whole server is roughly like 885. You could go back and clear those first time rewards and gain yourself like 5 levels of killing those 5 bosses. I wouldn't do any more past it because then you could save them for even another portion of it. But that would give you like, you could get yourself actually a head up or a step up for it.
Said, hey man, how's it going?
Dude, these BG matches are rough tonight. Like, it's like my team just cannot come together. And we're just getting fried.
Loading. Said, getting slapped around or what?
Yeah, it's like it's like these matches like this. Like, they have Elton John. I don't know who our like powerhouse is on this team. I'm currently running even like a Vipers right now, so I'm at like 7-6. But yet they've got just this incredible force of people, and I'm just confused of where our guys are at. I mean, like, I know Elton John or so is like 10 plus K.
You're the powerhouse.
And I'm at 7 something K right now? That doesn't make any sense. But I'm fighting multiple other 10Ks. Right now, I guess it's still in placement matches, so it's kind of rough. Yeah, if you like win a game or whatever, it's gonna give you a rough 1 or 2 back right after it. But this is how the matches are going. They've not been like, you know, those close 30 matches each. They've just been such one-sided fights for whatever reason. Damn.
Leave on A. Said finally got one of my pieces of gear to rank last week. Pretty stoked about that.
Oh, I got one of my pieces to rank 30 last week. Okay. Levon, or at least, I hope you're doing at least the,
Another tale to unravel.
I don't care. If it's the last match, I'm going to go up a little higher res for it. Go back to my resonance. Or at least around 8 something now. 19, 18, okay. Make sure that you're at least, whenever you're upgrading those gear pieces, that you're, I wouldn't just go straight for like, I'm assuming you probably like evenly done them up.
Said thanks, just defeated that boss and am in hell.
Nice. All right. But again, so do you see that you could go back and click on those Hell 2 bosses or Hell 1 bosses or whatever, and that there's like they have first time rewards in there, the ones before it.
Larsenal.
Save those. That's what I'm saying. That's something that like is set in stone amount of experience that you're gonna get. So the more that you save of those like previous old bosses that we've already cleared through, you can actually utilize that. Like, so again, you could almost, if you had like 15 of those bosses saved up, you might be able to actually get 10 levels of experience and be able to be like in 900 Paragon almost like a week before everybody else. So your stuff could be really powerful if you were kept up with your stuff, open world farming each night, getting like your current combat rating up, and then once you get closer to 900, where we all start moving into Infernal 7, you start pre-farming all this gear, so as soon as you hit 900, you're able to like equip on so much more power than everybody else around you. It's a pretty fun time. Especially if you're the ones that have been planning this for a while, because you have these other things. Whereas if like you don't have them, you're not going to be able to, I mean like you could farm and get pretty far up there.
I've been evenly doing them, took forever.
Okay. So again, you don't have to evenly do them. You just only have to do them by when they give you the next set or the stat bonus of them. Basically, like whenever they're going to give you the next magic enchant, I think it's like every 6 or so. So as soon as they give you like attack speed or whatever else, go to the next piece and do them. But also upgrading your pieces to 30, make sure that you're picking the willpower and fortitude pieces first. They're going to give you the most amount of upgrade. So I think that's like the, I think it's like the, when you upgrade these, it's the, I have to go back and look actually.
Larsenal. Said what weapon are you using?
I'm using the Bristle and the Halted Siege. You can change out the Bristle for the Horn Splitter. Where's she at? I do like a little bit more. I like the range, I guess, of it, just to add that dot. Also, open world farming. I have actually not bought a single rune. Every rune that I have gotten is from like just upgrading them from just passively open world farming through the night. And so those are also some great things that you can sell for a free-to-play player. Runes, pets, Terror Rift essences, because that's one thing now. Like before, Terror Rift essences weren't ever used.
I forget what is the purpose for doing challenge rifts.
Challenge rifts is going to increase your greens combat rating a bunch. That's the only way to get your greens like their level up to 22 or 23. You see, it's like I don't have to actually be in combat. I just need to be in that area where they're taking damage from my ring. I got 7 seconds, 6, 5. Get away, you big barb. Come on. That's the other thing I like about the torture too. Whenever you've got like an invisible monk or a tempest that's dashing around on you real hard, you can use your torture basically set to find them real quickly for you, because they'll be already like on your tail, and then it'll get them stopped with that 6-piece of it. So you've got like the option of it. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, I got it off. Oh, I almost had my bubble back. This is gonna be a good fight. I gotta quit trying to use my judgment to move me out there faster.
Larsenal said, when figuring out which weapon to go with, do you usually look at combat rithing for score or attributes or a mixture?
Well, it depends where.
Said Ergera.
It depends.
Said Gear.
It really depends on if you are trying to get caught up to Paragon level or you are Paragon level. And right now, you're not Paragon level. So right now, anything that's the highest combat rating, you wear it. One of the biggest things that you can do for yourself also is making sure that you are capping your make sure you're capping your verge every week, because you only had to do it one time through a whole week and then it resets. That's 63 bound gems and 63 unbound gems that you can get, and that guy is basically right there where the where Kane is for all your story modes and all that other stuff, where you're going to go for the
Callie Sledge said I'm coming to brawl. Mexicutioner said I basically just FKD mail with no KY. Callie Sledge said yeah, a turkey lover. Larsenal said wait, so where do you get those gems exactly near King?
You probably have to advance the storyline maybe a little bit more. They're in the second half hallway down to the left. Push it, push it, push it. Yes! I'll run over there and show you real fast. But another thing that you're able to do is get also run your 10.
Said reminds me of old PS turn-based fighting games.
It is, but then also you want to be able to make sure you want to parry more than you want to dodge, Max, because you're parrying, that can give you an AP point, and also if you perfectly parry everything, you want to listen for sound cues too. That's the biggest way to parry. If you parry, you'll counter attack at them. So you can gain yourself a bunch of AP for your next turn and come back to it. It's a lot of like more movement to it. Here, I'll show you where that one piece is at right here. So whenever you come here, so on the map, I'm gonna like travel to this area where Kane and them are at. Because secondary stats matter the most for PvP, really. So you come down here once you've unlocked it, and this verge right here. So it says you can gain bound gems and then unbound gems. You can gain 63 bound and 63 unbound a week. So do this, like, either you can do that one or the Gate of the Abaddon. Basically, this is like replacing having to find hidden layers and farm all those gems for it or do any of the other stuff for it. That basically just knocks them all out at once. You can also do this game mode. This is like the Vanguard. This is based more around not necessarily your combat rating or your player's health, but what level that your charm is. So your charm depicts on like how much damage you do, how much damage you take, and they have a leaderboard for that, and that gives you some like different type of legendary rewards where they have different affixes. The other thing that I would recommend for you to do as well, since you just came back, is you can go to Biofin, or where's the other one maybe for it? So like Ashwood Cemetery, where they have these little gates. This gate is open. So if I went to Biofin and I went to this gate, you would see a portal there. Now, when you go into this portal, this is a Terror Rip. You want to go and basically kill a bunch of mobs, gather up enough resources to unlock a tower. There's 4 towers inside one Terror Rift. Go around these towers, destroy the tower, kill the mob. Now the mob, whenever it dies, it's going to put a chest out. The chest can come out with special looted gear like this. Judgment pieces, like so like right here, I've got a 2 set of this technically. That's probably a lot of it. I didn't put my judgment piece back on, did I? Judgment hits on an enemy suffering negative effects, change them there, stunning the target for like 1 second. You can stack this up with multiple more judgment pieces, just like this one, and it will stun them for a longer duration. Or you can find other pieces. This is where like it also will, if you ever want to craft like really good legendaries now, or change magic attributes, or even do reforges. Enchanting wise, so you can actually go over here. So like this shield charge or this judgment one here, I can click enchant, and then as long as I have, if I click this, I'm gonna need 10 Terror Rift essences. If you either want to use them, you can make yourself like triple legendaries with them, with possibility of those magic affixes. So like whenever you're like trying to make one, you can make like a headpiece, click find craft, and then you can kind of give it an option.
Said how can I craft gear?
Just like this. You just come over here to the blacksmith. You're gonna go over here, item crafting. Now you can go over here to your head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Click on a piece of gear.
Loading. Said where do I get those materials?
These materials like this, obtained from defeating elite monsters in wild zones or dungeons from bosses. So like open world farming gives you a lot of this material. Like I cap out on this material like every week. And so this is a special material here. Now, when you click find craft, whenever you are mining those new little like nodes out in the world and you see these little purple things come out, that's the whatever. These little purple things. These, if you have 6 of them, you can then do a find craft. Now, a find craft means that that piece of gear that you craft is going to be a triple statted legendary. I would also, for you, I would wait and save these all up until you get caught up with Paragon. So like, then whenever you are caught up with Paragon, then you can basically craft a bunch of pieces and make triples. So whenever you make triples, so whenever you put Finecraft, it uses these crystals, and it will basically give 3 magic random.
Said is it true I can also get those purple crystals from Outer World PvP?
That's a good question. I'd have to check on that one for you. I'm not fully sure. No, I don't fully for sure know. But if you're also wanting to craft,
Loading. Said the answer is yes, Krog.
okay, well then don't ask me that kind of question for it. I don't like the open world PvP because I found out that it's mostly just PvE. Like literally, if you go out and do those open world matches, if you just kill the mobs, you'll win. Like don't kill the other people. And that confused me a lot. But if you try to make one of these pieces like this that have this extra magic effect, that's where you can also get from Terror Rift gear.
Loading. Said I'm asking because other people might want that info. Larsenal. Said sorry, did they add mining CNA? You sell minerals on the market.
Not minerals. What you can sell is Terror Rift ones. So like what I told you here, and you go and you get these, like go do these doors. You will also be given like an opportunity to get legendary gear that has extra magic effects on them. And you will also be able to get, I don't even know if I have one. I'll just go to the market real fast. Terror essences. These, they sell. They don't sell for a whole lot, but you can pretty much sell them for max price. And people will buy these up because it takes 10 to even re-roll one of the pieces that you have on your own gear. So say that I got a good triple statted piece of gear that I want. You can go over here and go to services. You can go to reforge. Click over, or not reforge, enchant, I'm sorry. And then you can click enchant. Now if I want to re-enchant this to hopefully get, say like the falling sword right here, right? I would have to have those 10 essences. That's why those are very needed and people buy them a lot. But Mex.
Said when do we unlock enchant at blacksmith?
I'm assuming that's probably storyline mission based. I don't know because it basically was added way before I never had to unlock it. I was given it because of the update and it was already past the time that I had. But Max, tell me whenever you get to the docks and then you get on the island. That's what I want to know. I want to know what you think of the story by then. Is anybody even on?
Larsenal. Said another random Castuano. Which server are you on?
I am on Darkening of Tristram. It's also connected with the server of Greed and then something of the Tree. And I think one more server actually too. I may not be playing, bro, if I don't find a group. Let me see. Is even Norman on? No. Okay. Guess it is 11.
Larsenal. Said which legendary gems do you have?
I've got multiple ones technically. I mean, I will say the new Bellet is a 2-star gem. It's a really strong gem. Some of the best gems in the game are definitely the Blood-Soaked Jade, the Rolling Consequence, that Bottled Hope. Those are kind of the 3 that I would see most players running with if you're going to run a few 5-stars. And then there's some really good 2-stars out there too. I've got some that are also still like some rank 10s over here too. Well, it doesn't appear that I've got a lot of groups that's wanting to play tonight. Yeah, I do got a busy day tomorrow too. Alright, but this is another person that looks like they're doing some more entertaining content. It's another DI streamer. It looks like she is... What is she doing? She looks like she's maybe messing with her bag. Alright, if y'all are willing to, hit that raid button. Let's check out what she's doing, and I'll catch you all in the next one.